or if it's also too loud or too quiet. All right, so we are going to start today with a little surprise. We are going to see if I can get a live video here of the mystery gift feature for Pokemon Gold and Silver. Mystery gift was first introduced in this generation, and it was before Pokemon had any kind of internet connection. So the idea of mystery gift, as you may know, in those days was, and on the Virtual Console, was that you and a friend would line up your DS devices with your Pokemon Gold or Silver game once it had reached a certain point in the game, and you would use the infrared port on the device to link to each other, and both of you would get a free gift, and you could do this once a day per person. So if you had 3 people that also met with you at school or at your house or out in a park, you could do this and each get a free gift, and it's a surprise each day what kind of thing it is. So I hope to demonstrate that today. I'm going to switch over here. Here's the live capture of one of my DS's, and I have another 3DS or 2DS that I don't have a capture card for, but you'll at least see one side of it. So right after you start the game, what you do is it may come in and look like this, but in fact you just cursor it down to mystery gift, and your friend does the same thing, and you go ahead and press A or press start. So then this screen comes up. Now once you get this screen, you want to make sure that the 2 IR ports are lined up. In my case, my 2 3DSs are about, 4 inches apart, and you want to make sure that there's no light, like bright light that's shining right on the port. Regular ambient light that's in the room is fine, but you don't want to overwhelm this fragile hardware, old-fashioned hardware. So once you both get this screen, then it's worthwhile to both press A at the same time and just hold it until the device comes. So you'll see I'm about to do that. Okay, now here we go. So my game has received a burnt berry from the other game, and the other game, just for the record, the other game received an X accuracy. So this is kind of a fun thing. If you hang on just a second, I will get my other DS turned off. There we go. And continue with this. Continue with my live stream here. So when you get something like a doll, like a Charmander doll, it goes straight to your room. But when in fact you have an item, you have to go actually pick it up. So here we're in the game, and I have one more adjustment to do with my DS. Bear with me just a moment. I haven't actually tried to see how long this takes to do in real life, although I've done a number of these mystery gifts. I haven't actually tried to record it at the same time, so we're having fun, right? So here we are in, we've started the game. We were in the Poke Center. You can see that we are in Goldenrod, and you go into the Poke Center after you've done if you've done a mystery gift. You can go upstairs, and you'll see next to this first computer, there's a little guy in a blue hat. I guess that makes him look official. And you can talk to him, and he tells you that he has the mystery gift item. Now again, if it's something like an ornament for your room, it just goes straight into your PC. But in this case, it's a battle item. So this is how you get it from him. And just to give you a quick look, let me see if this will show the ornaments. that I've gotten from this. No, I have to actually be at my house to check my PC there to see the ornaments. But in this case, you can see that here's the burnt berry. I've got it a couple of times before. I think I also got one from a Pokemon I traded in from Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow. So that's just a fun little thing to start off the day. How's everyone today? It's Friday. Woohoo! Friday in the live stream. YouTubers that are watching this later in the future on my channel, it may not be Friday on the day that you watch it. So what's the plan for today? Since my game is being set up really with the thought of shiny hunting in this generation, shiny hunting, of course, isn't just a matter of breeding with a shiny Masuda method. It's also about what if you encounter a shiny out in the woods, or out in the fields, or surfing, or in the caves, or soft resetting with a stationary Pokemon. But in order to be prepared, it is nice to have the move False Swipe on a Pokemon. And this generation was the first Pokemon game to introduce the move False Swipe, and there weren't many Pokemon that could learn it. So you can see on my screen here that I have a Ditto, a shiny Ditto, and I have a Farfetch'd. And Farfetch'd is one of the very few Pokemon that can learn False Swipe by level up. There is no TM for False Swipe in Pokemon Gold and Silver. So so it really does mean catch your Farfetch'd and breed it, and or not breed it, just put it in the daycare center to level it up, because it has to get to level 44 before it can learn it. A Pokemon which learns it much sooner is if you catch a Scyther. Scyther can teach it to just one other Pokemon, a bug Pokemon. It can teach it to Paris, which is very convenient. But Farfetch'd can teach it to Spearow. And so either of those are good. So here I am looking for, let's see who's in my party. I'm looking for my Farfetch'd that I'd like to put in the daycare. And okay, so far out, I'll show you my Farfetch'd here. All right, so here's the Farfetch'd that I caught. I walked around with him and battled him a little bit and leveled him up. So as it learns moves, the moves that are here are going to be replaced starting at the top. So Leer is going to be the first one to go. As it learns more moves, Fury Attack will be next. You can take your Pokemon out before it gets to, before it wipes out moves you may want to keep, and you can rearrange them. So just for example, when the Pokemon's in your party, you would go to the move, and then you can rearrange them like this. You would just tap it and do like so. In my case, I just as soon have Leer displaced first. But we'll see how long this takes to level up by leaving it in the daycare. So we'll go ahead and put Farfetch'd in the daycare. And let me just, it doesn't matter for a given gender whether you give it to the daycare man or to the daycare lady, but just for my own organization, I do like to give the male Pokemon to the daycare man, which means I'll give a Ditto to the lady. So let's start with this guy. What should I raise for you? Far Out is my Farfetch'd. Because this seems to be the easiest way to get it to level up. And at the same time, I can breed it for a shiny. So let's go ahead and find my shiny Ditto, and I'll just look through the PC boxes for that. So when I have to look through several boxes at once, I do like the this option, Move Pokemon Without Mail, because although it makes me save once at the beginning, I can basically look through boxes without having to do more saves. So I think it's at least efficient that way. I don't believe I put it in here. Good. So we'll find this pretty quickly. If I was well organized, then I would have put it into my shinies box. You can name the boxes as you can see here. Where is it? We'll find it. Well, this is a little bit of a concern. Where is my shiny Ditto? You know, it's entirely possible I may have traded my shiny Ditto inadvertently to another game, to my silver game. Yeah, okay. Well, I will just trade. I will trade back. I will just trade it from another game to get it back. So let's pull something out that that I can use for trading. Well, that is a surprise that I didn't have it handy, but no problem. So we'll just go back to the Poké Center and do this. Oh, look, sorry, I'm confused. It's already here. Good. Shiny Ditto left with the daycare lady. It's friendly, so that's good. Sometimes if it says it's brimming with energy, the way that means you won't get an egg, and even if it looks like they should be able to breed, it's usually because the two Pokemon are related. In other words, you can't breed a Pokemon with one of its parents. And I'm not sure how many, generations it looks at to get rid of that brimming energy. But in this case, certainly, I had imported this shiny Ditto from Pokemon Yellow, which I showed in a prior live stream, and I had caught this far out in my last live stream. So it's owner trainers for this game. So Masuda method says 2 different owner trainer IDs, you will get an egg faster. And what it says to you, it's friendly with the shiny Ditto. That's an indication that you have something like roughly 22% chance of getting an egg for every egg cycle, which is every 256 steps. So that's a bit of technical, but basically you get the idea. 2 different owner trainers, make sure they're in the same egg group, or in Ditto's case, it can breed with anything that isn't in the undiscovered egg group, which in this case would be the legendaries. Alright, so let's see. I just come to a Poké Center, and my instinct, of course, is to heal up. But we're going to put that unnecessary Pokemon back that I took out for trading, since we do not need to trade. I'll just go ahead and put that back in the box so I have room for picking up eggs and hatching them. Let's see, change box. I think at the moment we'll just put we'll put whatever hatches into newborn. Alright, and we'll move the Pokemon that we don't need out of our party. But we're not going to be moving it to the newborn box, of course. There's some Pokemon that have hatched. Whoops. Shouldn't have left quite so quickly. Muscle memory, funny thing. Alright, so with this you can use the left-right cursors to look through the boxes and also through your party and move a Pokemon specifically to where you want it. And then when you exit, it leaves it at the box that you had selected. In this case, I had selected the newborn box for putting hatched eggs, or if I end up with too many eggs to put in my party at any point in time, which is a good thing. All right, so let's start riding around and seeing if we can get an egg hatched. So we're doing two things. One is we hope that one of the far-fetched eggs will be shiny, but mostly the first step here is to, oh look, an Abra. Let me just see if I have something to catch it. Unfortunately, fastballs don't work on Abra, but we'll throw a Pokeball at it and see. Stay in. All right. Well, I think part of the reason that worked is because Crocagator's speed is higher than, much higher than Abra's speed. So that and the RNG for whether the Pokeball was going to work on this Pokemon. Abra, it senses impending attacks and teleports away before the actual attacks can strike, if it can. Give a nickname to Abra. So this is a female Abra, which is nice. Since Abra is considered hard to catch in this game, there you can actually get one from the game corner for 200 game coins. I'm not quite sure how much I may use this Abra, but nice to have just in case. And I always give it the curly eyelashes in the name so that I can identify the gender when I'm just looking through a list of names. A little naming convention helps me. So I'm going to put that nice Abra into the PC. Again, I want to keep room for getting more eggs. So although Abra doesn't quite belong in this box, the box is almost empty, so I can fix it later. All right, back to riding around. So once my Farfetch'd reaches level 41 in the daycare and has false swipe, then I will rebreed it to a Spearow. I'll do an egg move breed onto a Spearow and demonstrate how that's done, so that I can decide. I will have more options for what Pokemon to use for shiny hunting. In my silver game, I caught a Scyther in the bug contest and leveled it up. I think it's 21. It's not very far to have to level it up to get False Swipe on a Scyther. So I thought in this Pokemon Gold version I would try something a little different. Alright, one of the eggs from my last episode is hatching. And that was a prior effort to hatch a Farfetch'd. So just going to give it a name, a brief name. I will end up releasing most of the Farfetch'd that are not shiny, but I will probably keep the strongest. It's a male, so I will just give it a little code, smiley face without the long eyelashes. How's everybody doing today? Alright, so don't have a new egg just yet. All well and good. I think one of the things that I've been experimenting with when I first catch a Pokemon, that rather than putting it right in the daycare right away, I either ride around with it, give it a haircut, any of the things that can increase its friendliness. Oh look, I have another egg hatching. Nice. Because I think that so Venonat, this is an older egg that is clearly not shiny. But again, I'll just give it a simple name to let me know what gender it was. And again, I tend to compare the stats on the new eggs and just keep maybe the strongest male, strongest female, if I plan to rebreed them later for egg moves or as part of a breeding chain. So I think that was all of the eggs. I'll just put them in the computer, the PC box. Alright, so there is baby Venonat. You can see in the later generations, the eggs hatched at level 1, but in this early generation, this is Pokemon Gold and Silver, being the first generation to have egg hatching, and it was thought at that time to hatch them at level 5. That was the game mechanics. So in my party, I've got 2 starters and my Stantler, which I'm going to move to the front of the party since Stantler has Thief. And one of the things I like to do while I am riding around and hatching eggs is see if I can get items off of Pokemon that may have them. The few Pokemon that carry items tend to be about, it's 1 in 20, a 5% chance that they will hold the item. There's a few exceptions to that. But besides things like berries, sometimes they hold good things, like Magnemite holds Metal Coat, which you need to have if you're going to evolve Onix into a Steelix, or if you want to evolve Scyther into Sizer, which I do, so that would be good. at some point. You can also get additional King's Rock off of either Slowbros or Slowpokes, wherever you find them, like the Slowpoke Well. I think there's another place in the game where you can get them. So riding in the national park behind the fence is one of the areas I like for hatching eggs. I figured out that this little stretch in here, if you go up it and down it and up again, so three times is one egg cycle. So that's 256 steps, and each Pokemon type has its own number of egg cycles it needs for eggs to hatch. And since the odds of getting an egg in the first place are also based on, the odds are based on every 256 steps. If you don't have an egg after 256 steps, it rolls over. So I like to have an idea when I'm riding around how many steps I've taken, so I know how soon to go back and check the daycare man to see if an egg is waiting. So the fun part of this, one of the fun parts of using shiny Ditto, is of course to see if I get a shiny egg. But the other now, if this goes a lot, really several efforts without getting an egg, I will take both Pokemon out of the daycare and put them back in, which tends to reset the whole business of the odds. If all you're doing is trying to level up your Pokemon, you don't need to breed it. If you decide to breed it, you can breed it with anything in its egg group. It doesn't have to be a shiny or a Ditto per se. You may know that if you've played Pokemon before. Although the rules, as I say, evolved in later games. All right, well, I think this is taking too long, so let me see if I have room to take them both out. Of course, they're going to ask for money, so you might need to sell a nugget. Okay, you want your Pokemon back? 200 Pokebucks? Sure. Give me back that. And I'll go ahead and shiny Ditto by 9. Ditto, you're not in danger of needing to manage the moves at all because it only has transform, as you know. So you can just put a Ditto in there and leave it in there. So they're both out, and I'll just put them both in. I'll go. In this case, Ditto is just holding the metal powder, which is what it often or maybe always holds when you import it from Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow. Okay, sorry, not trying to take that out. Just pressing the buttons too much. Hey, daycare lady, I've got a Farfetch'd for you. Raise a Pokemon, yes. Oh, I just want to look at it first. Alright, yeah, it still hasn't learned any moves, which is fine. I mean, we have to get from level 23 all the way up to level 41. So we will be playing the game after I collect several eggs. We'll just go to another part of the game and continue our adventure. And the eggs will hatch as we go. We can pull them out of the daycare and so forth, and out of the PC. So, everybody's still friendly? Should be, of course. Alright. We'll be back. Sometimes the daycare man will surprise you and he will have an egg almost instantly. It's actually a good thing in a way that the trainers stand in your way, because each time you have to turn to go around one of these trainers, you're getting a few more steps, and that's what you need for hatching your eggs or collecting an egg in the first place. So, where's the daycare man? Where's my egg? So, for people who are watching, oh, there he is. Are you shiny hunting today? And if so, which Pokemon are you shiny hunting for? All right. My Pokemon had an egg. Do I want it? Yes, I want it. All right. Do this a little bit more and then we'll continue out. And maybe we'll go up near the Mahogany Town after we collect a bunch of eggs. We fought in part of Team Rocket Hideout in the last episode to get our TM for Thief. But we didn't finish that. It's possible to do a little bit of soft resetting for a shiny at the end of the Team Rocket Hideout when you have 3 stationary electrodes to battle. I am thinking before I do that, I definitely want to have a Pokemon with False Swipe. And although Farfetch'd and Spearow are birds, and they would be pretty sensitive to electric, at least Fearow will be much more highly leveled, and that may be a factor in being able to catch a electrode if it is shiny. If I can do the soft resets and actually get a shiny. And you have 3 of the stationary electrodes, so that's three chances for soft resetting. I suppose if you were doing the shiny living dex and you did catch a shiny electrode, that you could then breed it for a shiny Voltorb. So just to go over the odds of getting a shiny when you're doing Masuda method breeding. If you are using a shiny Ditto, the odds are 1 in 64. Otherwise, the odds are 1 in 128. Unless there's a very narrow set of circumstances where it's also 1 in 64, and that has to do with, I believe, if the Pokemon is can only make a female, or if it can only make a male, like if you're breeding Chansey, for example. I do like using Sarabai.net as my Pokemon research quick go-to website when I want to find out these little details, little quirks of the game. Alcides, did I say that right? Hi, how are you? Welcome to my live stream. Are you shiny hunting today? And if so, what are you going for? Other than that, which of the Pokemon games is your favorite so far? Which generation Pokemon game? You may notice that my replies are a little bit delayed. That's just a stream delay. I can see what you say in the chat, but it takes a second or a couple of seconds. Okay, there we go. We have another egg. So at the moment, I've got a shiny Ditto and a Farfetch'd in the daycare. As I was saying before, I'm going to collect a bunch of eggs and then proceed on to another part of the adventure here. And the eggs can be hatching while I'm doing something other than just writing back and forth. But I guess there's a little bit of repetition in the egg collection process. I am hoping to level up my my Farfetch'd in the daycare so that it will eventually get to level 41, which is when it learns False Swipe. For everybody who is watching, who is not active in the chat, quite all right. Glad to have you here. Not 64%, because that would be more than 1 in 2. The probability of getting a shiny when breeding with a shiny Ditto is 1 in 64. So that means out of every 64 eggs that you hatch, 1 of them is likely to be shiny. And that's very good odds compared to the later games. It's just that in Pokemon Gold and Silver, there's sort of no quick way to hatch an egg. You have to go all the steps that egg type requires, and there's sort of no shortcut to that. This was the first generation where they had egg hatching. I think the game developers were experimenting with the idea of just having it be something that was so rare that it was close to impossible. But persistent shiny hunters have figured out a way to be persistent. Get those. I I am so sorry. I do not speak Spanish. I really wish that I could. I speak a little bit of French. I learned a little bit of Latin a long time ago. Oh, here we have eggs. So I am sorry, but if I read Spanish, I only have a bare clue. And as I say, even though I'm a granny, it's never too late to learn. I want to learn Spanish and I want to learn Japanese. And there's actually good ways to do it, but in the end, the best way to learn is to have a friend you can speak Spanish with, so that you can help them with English if they need it, and they can help me with Spanish, which I would definitely need. Okay. Well, if you speak Spanish, thank you for speaking English as well. It's very, very important to speak multiple languages nowadays. You have a better chance of getting jobs because everybody needs to speak more than one language. Oh, that's cool. Which is a translator on a phone? Is it a translating program that you like on a mobile phone, a cell phone? When I was a child, because I'm a granny now, but when I was a child, there were no translators. The best you could do is carry around a little pocket dictionary and struggle along. And if you didn't know the grammar of the language, of the other language, it became pretty comical pretty quickly. I think nowadays, attitudes have changed and people, I think in general people try to help each other across the language barrier. At least that's my experience. Okay, another egg. Good. I like picking up these eggs. When you played Pokemon Crystal, you played it with only 4 Pokemon. That's pretty cool. Which 4 Pokemon did you use as your team? Pokemon Crystal was very cool. They had taken Pokemon Gold and Silver and just looked at the things that were awkward with the game and tried to fix a lot of them. But the reason it's not on Virtual Console is they did have a more sophisticated hardware that they put in the cartridge that sort of boosted the Game Boy Color at the time. Alright, so I've got some extra eggs here, and just go ahead and deposit the most recent egg and pick up this one. When you are playing Pokemon in your game, are you playing Pokemon in Spanish? Hypno, Dragonair, Arcanine, and Feraligatr. That was your team. Wow, let's see. Cool. Dragonair. Nice. Do you have any interest in playing Pokemon Gold or Silver on the Virtual Console? My old Game Boy Color no longer works. I still have the cartridges. I have my Pokemon Crystal cartridge and my Gold and Silver cartridges, but I understand that when the battery wears out, a person needs some skill to try to open the cartridges and replace those batteries. Like, I think it requires a soldering iron. And I don't quite have that skill, so I was so happy when Pokemon Gold and Silver were re-released on the Virtual Console. I know that the standard way of playing Pokemon in any of the generations is people tend to look for that perfect team early in the game. I've noticed that my game playing style is really that I like to play with as many different Pokemon as possible, because every single Pokemon has strengths if you take the time to develop it. So my curiosity gets the better of me, and I tend to switch around. In this game, I used the cloning glitch at the beginning of the game to get all 3 starters. And I always imagined wanting to do that back when the games first came out, but I just didn't know how to. So I'm having kind of fun with doing this. You used emulators. Emulators certainly made playing the game much easier, because you could speed up the emulator, and you could, of course, play it on your computer screen, which is much bigger and easier to see. At the beginning of this stream, I did something that I could never do with emulators, which is use the original version of the mystery gift feature, where you use 2 DSs, and at the beginning, when you start up the game, instead of saying continue, you can go to mystery gift. But it's on infrared. You can't do it over the internet, unfortunately. And the emulators could never quite figure out how to do that. And the mystery gift, it gives you, battle items, but then it does give you occasionally weird, strange dolls to put in your room, like a Machop doll. So at some point, when I have just maybe 1 or 2 more eggs, I will ride over to, I will ride back to New Bark Town and look at the cool dolls in my room, show them off, and then I'll head to Mr. Pokemon house with the red scale, because I did already catch the Gyarados, and I will exchange the red scale for an experience share. Because if you're trying to breed competitive Pokemon, or Pokemon with certain egg moves, and you want to level it up quickly, experience share is certainly a big help. When will the first egg be opened? I have hatched about, I don't know, 2 or 3 eggs so far, and let's have a look. So, all right, this egg is making sounds. That should hatch soon. The other 2 are going to take a little bit longer, but hopefully it won't take too terribly long for the next egg to hatch. When it says it's making sounds, that can still be I don't know, 3 or 4 trips back and forth. All right, here we go. We've got an egg. What will it be? Will it be shiny? I mean, it's far-fetched, of course. All right, not shiny, but still cute. So I've been nicknaming these something very simple, just so that in a list I can be reminded of which egg it was, and this being a male, I just make a little smiley face, but not with curly eyelashes. If it was female, I would use the curly eyelashes in the smiley face. All right, I'll go ahead and put this one into the PC and get out the other egg that's sitting there. No, I know, I want shinies. When I first caught the Gyarados, the shiny Gyarados, I bred it with an Ekans, and that's what I want. And it only took me 8 eggs. It was just really a surprise that it only took me 8 eggs to get a shiny Ekans. Okay, yes, let me get out another egg here, right around with it. You can see this is one of the babies, and it was not, see, that was not shiny. Here's another baby Farfetch'd that was not shiny. So from here all the way back to the daycare is 100 steps. So up and back is 200 steps, which is almost 1 egg cycle. An egg cycle is 256 steps in this generation. You have 30 eggs of Mimikyu. Is this from breeding for a shiny Mimikyu? In Pokemon Sun and Moon, when you're breeding for shinies, do you try to improve the stats by giving one of the Pokemon battle items, such as the power bracelet or that sort of thing? I was going to make a video on breeding for competitive Pokemon in Sun and Moon, because that is actually pretty easy to do, but most of the videos on that topic are a little confusing because they don't actually demonstrate it. But I will do that video before Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is released, because I think some people that are, you know, breeding for shinies would like to have a strong one. First egg. Well, let's see. You're saying you have an egg that hatched of Mimikyu? Do you when you're hatching in Pokemon Sun and Moon, do you like using the Pokepelago? Yes. Yeah, I like it too. I've also found though that when I'm hatching the eggs in Pokemon Sun and Moon, that it's more fun to I fly to the Lake of the Sun or Lake of the Moon, and I let the Pokemon run around in a big giant circle there, because it's more interesting. Okay, another egg. Yay! I think I don't have room. Yeah, put one of them back. We were raising your Pokemon, and my goodness. I love the way he's always surprised. The daycare man is just surprised. What a great way to be. How nice to be surprised every day. All right, so I have 4 eggs that I'm hatching. So I think I will ride my bike around a little farther, play the game a little bit while the eggs are hatching. So in my game so far, I have gotten through a Krudiak, which is the way I think it's nice to say the name of the next town. And I do have Surf, and I have been to the Lake of Rage, obviously, to get the red Gyarados. In here, I'm going to see if I can encounter Magnemite and try to thief away its, use Thief to get its metal coat. You'll see there I have Thief on my Pokemon, but riding back and forth is a way to try to get metal coat away from a Magnemite. 1 in 20 Magnemites should be holding a metal coat item. I think Stantler is a really great Pokemon. It's very, very fast and very, very strong. A little known fact is that if you collect more apricorns than you actually want to turn into Pokeballs, you can sell them for 100 Pokebucks each, which is quite good, because it's possible to collect quite a lot of these. And I think Kurt only will develop 1 Pokemon. I think he only makes 1 Pokeball per day. Growlithe, nice. I have caught Growlithe. I think, I don't think Growlithe holds anything. Okay, yeah, we're not seeing it. But Growlithe or Vulpix may be the only way to get a fire type if a person does not choose Cyndaquil in the beginning. The fire type is good to have if you're fighting the ice, battling the ice Pokemon. Okay, an egg is hatching. Is it going to be shiny? Come on, come on, come on. No, it's not shiny. So your Growlithe, you used it as an Arcanine. Thank you for the good luck. All right. Baby Farfetch'd. And this is a female, so that's what I use to make the name tell me it's female. I know, it's not, it wasn't shiny. It's so sad. Use the start? What do you mean use the start? Or select? So, oh, in the keyboard, let's see, I'm using a 3DS. Oh, I see what you're saying. I have, well, for the bicycle, I have it assigned to select. On the 3DS, that's what start gives me, it just brings up the screen. I find that it's easier to use the X button on the 3DS console. Start or select. So that egg's not that close to hatching. Either is that one, so I can put that away. Let's see if I have any eggs to take out. There's one. So this is another nice little run for hatching eggs here. It's not terribly long, but it's one way. So the other thing I like is this area over here also has Magnemites. Of course, it's got the big fat rats. When you put a move to a Pokemon, a mote, you mean a move? What's next to T? Mote? More. I'm not quite sure what you mean if you meant to type that. When you put a mote to a Pokemon. Oh, are you saying when I rearrange moves, maybe? I will, anyway, thank you for the heads up about the tip. I will look it up more, see if I can understand that better. I think one of the things that was nice about the emulators is that you could assign keys, hotkeys to do several things and make it easier to play. So I have a Tauros in my other game, so I'm not going to try to catch that right now. Mostly I'm looking for a Magnemite to appear. I think they appear quite a lot more at night, but that is not an official thing. At least, that's not what's said in the various websites that talk about how frequently Pokemon may show up. Yeah, there does not really seem to be a way to speed up this game the way you could an emulator. There's a couple of YouTubers who say that they actually modified their DSs to make their processors run faster, but that is way beyond me. I do not know how to work on a circuit board. I know a little bit about putting laptops together and computers together, but not the soldering part. That's so funny. I'm getting these Farfetch'd. Wouldn't it be funny if I got a shiny Farfetch'd as a wild encounter? Oh, who knows? It's all about luck. I'm just going to do a quick check, make sure. Okay, Stantler is not holding anything. Wow, I am still not seeing any Magnemites. Well, it's a 1 in 10 chance, but I'm more interested in hatching eggs because I'm mostly trying to get my Farfetch'd up to level 41 in the daycare. Yeah, False Swipe was a brand new move in Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal. And in Gold and Silver, it is not a TM, so there are only a very few Pokemon that could learn it by leveling up. So Farfetch'd is one, and Scyther is one, and the last one that learns it in Gold and Silver by leveling up is Cubone. But if you're not trading with another game, if you're just trying to catch your Pokemon in-game, then Cubone does not appear until you get to Kanto. So since I'm setting this up as a shiny hunting game, I wanted to get False Swipe as soon as I could. I really like the sprite for Growlithe. I think Growlithe is really adorable in this game. So today is Friday, and that means that Lapras should appear in the caves. So I think I'll collect a few more eggs and go to Lapras's cave. I do not have Fly, but that doesn't matter because I want to ride the bike to hatch the eggs. Has anyone tried soft resetting for Lapras in this game? I'm thinking I might try that today. So I think we'll do that. We'll go over to the Lapras cave. I'll put on a rappel. I see a bunch of people are watching today. Hope you're having a good Friday. How's everybody doing? Feel free to join in the chat. Also, in the description, I have a link to my Discord server if you care to join Discord. Feel free to do that. You can get tips and talk to other people in the Discord. It's very cool. I like it. Of course, I can't actually participate in the Discord while I'm live streaming. So since Lapras is a pretty high level, I'll go ahead and put on another rappel just till I get to that area. So leave a like if you care to in the at the bottom of the video if you are shiny hunting or if you are having fun with Pokemon Gold and Silver. Oh, I can't remember which. Okay, that's not where I want to go. I don't want to fight this guy. Doing nothing is good. That must be very relaxing. For some reason, I tend to try to do several things at once, which is not always good. Now, I do not remember if I've been in here or not, so let's see. Okay, I think this is the first time I've been in Lapras's cave. Poliwhirl. I wonder if her Poliwhirl is holding a King's Rock. That would increase its chances of causing a flinch. So Thief is still good to use, although you don't get to keep it. Let's see if I can put this guy to sleep. Alright. Use Nightmare. Run away. Well, I'm not going to run away from the Lapras. Trainers don't really put up with trying to run away. So Nightmare gets rid of 1/4 of the HP each turn that the Pokemon stays asleep. All right. That's good. Lapras on Friday. Let's see if we can do this. Should I soft reset? I want to try soft resetting with Lapras just to see. Let's see. Hi, Windstorm 8. You're training an Oddish so that it learns Sleep Powder and Stun Spore. Yes, I agree. Sleep Powder and Stun Spore are very, very good for that. Oddish is kind of cool because it can learn a lot of moves, and then ultimately you could. Are you going to evolve it into a Blossom? What do I want to do here? I just want to do a quick review of who I've got up first. So. Okay, yay, it's Lapras. Hey, Lapras. I'm going to save my game. And soft reset will be interesting if I can pull this off. All right. Okay, so here we go. Now, if it's not shiny, of course it's not shiny, but it is a male. So I am just going to do a soft reset right here. I'm only going to do this 3 or 4 times just to prove to myself that I can do it. It is a romantic encounter. I actually think that my Crocagator that I have Surf on, yeah, it is a female. So it's an interesting combination, Crocagator and Croconaw and Lapras. Hello, Sigilif, the Pokemons. Hi. Albion the Pug, hello again. I remember you from the prior stream. All right, I think we'll just do a few soft resets. I'm not sure once you catch Lapras if you can catch another one every Friday. Okay, well, this is a female Lapras this time. We had male last time. So we'll soft reset. Why not? Okay, Vileplume, Gloom, Blossom, and Oddish are your favorites. Ah. Do you have a preference, Vileplume over Blossom, for evolving your Oddishes? Okay. Hello. Hello. You can catch a Lapras every week. Okay, good. Well, as I said, I'm only going to do a little soft resetting today because I'm actually on a quest to do some eggs. I've got some shiny eggs that are hatching. The Pokemon in Silver, you're at the Elite Four, Albion. Nice. Very nice. And then after the Elite Four, you'll go to Kanto. Is that how that works? It's been really a while since I've played. I'm going to play hard to get. Come to me, come to me. Oh, well, it doesn't, I don't really need, okay. La la la. Oh, there we are. Wonder if I can make them dance. La 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 la, come to me. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't encounter something else. Yes, well, that was the problem. I'm not trying to play with Quagsire. Is it shiny? So you're hunting for shiny Mimikyu. Nice. Sigilif, are you Masuda methoding, or are you going for a SOS chain on Mimikyu? You actually tried one round, but you hope round 2 in the Elite Four you can win. Yeah, I'll be in the pub. Definitely stick with it, because each time, if you fail the Elite Four, you learn. You learn what the tricks are that you may have wanted to do better. So you say you're SOS chaining for the Mimikyu. Nice. And you're using a Jolly Mew so you can get a good nature. Cool. Where did you get your Mew? That's what I want to know. Is it from red, blue, and yellow? I'll be in the pug. Your for alligators level 44. Wow, that's pretty strong. Okay. I'm getting all these great Laprases, but still not getting a shiny just yet. Welcome everyone just joining us in our shiny hunting adventure here in Pokemon Gold. I'm playing the gold version of Gold and Silver. Feel free to drop a like. It helps my channel. I'm a brand new live streamer, so every like, and if you care to subscribe or follow me on Twitter, that helps as well. You're going to get your Lapras today. Go ahead, go for it. Are you going for a male or a female Lapras, or any Lapras will be fine? You want a Pangoro with a secret ability, for a hidden ability for Ghost. Well, that ought to be cool. You got your Mews from Red. Did you use the overflow glitch to get a Mew? I did that and got a level 7 Mew. The only thing is while it works great in all the games, I can't get it to upload to Pokemon Bank. Okay, my Lapras is not shiny. Anyone, and you're a streamer also. 47 subs, congratulations. Well, I'll check you out. I'll check out your channel. Feel free to promote. You can self-promote if you join my Discord. I have a chat room specifically for other YouTubers that want to promote and put up links to their channel. Oh, you use the 8F glitch. Oh my goodness. Well, that is, the 8F glitch I think takes a lot of patience. So when you use the 8F glitch, I'm curious to know, it sounds like your Mew uploaded to Pokemon Bank all right? Is that how that went? Hello, Lapras. Hello, hello, hello. Come on. Talk to me. Okay. Nice, Lapras, but you're not the one for me. I want shiny Lapras. Well, the soft reset is just so crazy easy on the 3DS Virtual Console. But I think I'll just do a few more resets and then try to catch this guy and get on with the rest of my shiny hunting game. Although, this is kind of fun. Alright, so this Lapras is a male. I think tapping the lower screen just makes everything so much easier. Oh, everything was fine with transferring the Mew using the 8F glitch. That's good to know. That 8F glitch really is, it's really something. Because you're basically trying to insert, you're trying to change the program, the code itself of the game. And I've heard of people, I think YouTuber Verlicify said that he made one small error when he was doing the 8F glitch and he lost his whole save file. Which, you know, is a little problematic on the 3DS Virtual Console because there's no way to restore your save file if you lose it. I suppose people that have modded their machines with Homebrew or something, that's a different story, but I don't use that. I just find it more of a challenge to use the game as it was originally designed. All right, I think I'll do like 5 more soft resets and then I'll just go ahead and catch, I think I will catch a male Lapras. Oh, you can't join the Discord? Is it giving you a message? Is it saying that the link has expired? If you already have Discord, then you can just go into your own Discord and send me a friend invite, and the name of my Discord name is also in the description. Siglith, am I breeding a Pokemon with my shiny Ditto? Yes, I'm breeding a Farfetch'd. For 2 reasons. One is it would be nice to have a shiny Farfetch'd, but also I'm just trying to get its level in the daycare up to level 41 so it will learn False Swipe. Oh, you're going to the App Store. All right. I'm just using the web browser to get to Discord. All right, I think I'm gonna do 2 more resets and then I'll just catch this Lapras and maybe wait till tonight or something. Wait till later to do some more soft resets in my other game. Come on, Lapras. Shine for me. Okay. Last one. Then I'll go back to my shiny breeding for Farfetch'd with False Swipe. Why does Mimikyu know Charm? Oh, that's interesting. Well, Charm severely lowers the attack, the physical attack of your opponent. So it's really not that terrible. But for my Mimikyu in Pokemon, I'm going to go for a male Lapras. In Pokemon Sun and Moon, I put a bunch of TMs on my Mimikyu. Since TMs were so nice and reusable. You can fly to Johto, so you're going to walk and use the bike. Well, yes. If you're hatching eggs, that's even better. Am I going to do a walkthrough of Ultra Sun and Moon? Yes, I absolutely am. I'm very excited for it. You know, we don't know quite what to expect. I played so many hours on my Pokemon Sun and Moon game. Still going for a male Lapras here. Your brilliant strategy of using Bullet Seed to remove disguise is failing because Charm is lowering my attack. Well, Charm should not lower Bullet Seed because Bullet Seed is, I don't know. Bullet Seed used to be a special attack. But if it's a physical attack in Gen 7, then that would definitely explain it. Can we be rivals? We could be rivals. I'm planning to get Ultra Sun. I have both Sun and Moon regularly, but I did 1,000 hours, literally 999 hours on my Pokemon Moon game. So I think I'm going to go for Ultra Sun. Okay, so Bullet Seed is physical attacking in that generation. You're going to do Ultra Moon on your channel? Oh, nice. Very nice. Cool. Well, let's collaborate. I'll be in the pug. We'll collaborate, and I'll promote you on my channel. Maybe you can help me out too. All right. For some reason, Lapras I'm getting all of these female Lapras. Ultra Moon is the way to go. Lunala. Yes, but what is going to happen to Lunala? Oh, you have Sun. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think it's nice to have the other one. A lot of it, though, for me, is what time of day do I play? In the summertime, I liked playing Moon in the daytime because it was dark, and when it was hot out, that was nice. But in the wintertime, I think I want to see the sun. You're a Pokemon nerd? Nerdiness is good. Okay. Has everyone been watching this? I have been getting so many female Laprases in a row. Sigalith the Pokemons, you have both Sun and Moon. Well, do you have another DS that you can trade with yourself? I think it's nice just to have the two games anyway, because the wording is a little different. I am, as I said before, way before Ultra Sun and Moon come out, I am going to be making a video. Okay, here's my nice. I am going to be making a video on speed breeding in Pokemon Sun and Moon for competitive. How to make a competitive Pokemon in Sun and Moon efficiently. Let's see, your team just now is simple that you can get in Johto and Kanto. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So you have an old 3DS XL and a new 3DS XL. That's cool. I have the new 3DS XL. I like that its processor is fast. Okay, he's not asleep. I'm not trying to wipe it out, but Lapras is pretty beefy. I don't want to crit. Alright, Enshrouded in Mist. Why don't I want to lower it, but I don't want to kill it. If I kill it, of course, I can just do my soft reset. Bite. Excuse me. Sun and Moon performed terribly on the old 3DS. Yeah, I have the older 2DS, and I know what you're saying. The processor just is so slow on some of the transitions. Alright, so I am in a position here to capture the Lapras. I think I'll put it to sleep. If we do get so that we are rivals, you're going to name every Pokemon you get. What are you gonna name them, Albion? I don't know whether to do cool nicknames or do some kind of promotional nicknames. I don't know. I want the nicknames to be fun. The 3DS reboots itself every time you get close to the game. What starter will I pick? So on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, here's the thing. They say it's an alternate reality. And I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure we're going to get the same starters at the beginning of the game. Like, will there be something different or weird about the starters? Because it's supposed to be an alternate reality. So Albion, you're saying you want the white Rowlet because of false swipe. Yes, well, actually, there's a whole strategy about how to get false swipe in Pokemon early game before you leave the first island. And that is another one of my half-made videos. But yeah, I can see taking the easy way out here. Okay, so I finally got Lapras to sleep. And if I have a lure ball, do I have a lure ball? No! I'll try a regular Pokeball. A friend ball would be nice. So I'm still thinking about this, which starter for the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Okay, I caught Lapras. Nice. Lapras, what shall I call you? Oh, I know what I want to call it. I call it Ice Queen, which is different than ice cream. Oh, too funny. Although, you know, it is a male Lapras. I don't know why I called it Ice Queen. I think we're going to go to the name rater and fix the name. Alright, so I've got to get back out of this cave. I might as well just put another repel on. So, yes, we are going to continue our shiny egg hatching. As you can see, my eggs, oh, silly. My eggs, one is about to hatch, another one is far away, the other one's far away. But I think by the time we get back to the daycare center to pick up more eggs, we will definitely see something. Oh, are you a speed runner? Are you Albion, the pug? Are you gonna do a speed run on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? Wait, you need to know the game. Are you gonna try? I'm intrigued. I don't know. Does Onyx hold anything? I think sometimes Onyx holds a berry. Bind. Poplio makes the game easy. Poplio does make the game easy, and I used Poplio in my original Pokemon Moon game, and it was a breeze. I don't know, a lot of people said Poplio was terrible, but my Poplio was fantastic. And they do use Poplio for speedrunning in Sun and Moon, so I can understand that. Somehow it is not liking. I think I'm going to switch. Oh, I can unbind. Well, bind is not. Don't think it prevents me from changing. Let's see. Who do I want to level up? Let me give Chico a chance. My Bayleaf. Oh, okay. I guess bind does have me. You did speed running in Heart Gold. Oh, cool. Oh, Siglif is a speedrunner. Got it. Good to know. Good to know. All right. I'm going to try to put this guy to sleep. Give him Nightmare. It's kind of fun. In this game, I was able to catch the red Gyarados when I was only level 20 Stantler, because I put him to sleep, I used Nightmare, and thank goodness it woke up in time for me to catch it. Okay, keep going. Of course, bind is an annoyance. Let's see, you transferred your Infernape from Pearl to Heart Gold, so you could beat Kanto. Red. You could beat Red. That should have been pretty interesting. All right, let's see if I can get out of this cave. You're Swedish. Nice. Well, where I live, I live in North America, but there are not very many Swedish people in my community. Don't ask you. How can people speed run in Heart Gold, Soul Silver? It's like playing 2 games. That's a good question. Do you have an answer to go with your question? You know, if I had Dig, I could just jump out of this cave, but I don't have my Dig Pokemon with me. You tried speedrunning in Pokemon X? How did that go? I'm trying to remember the name of the speedrunner. I did not play Pokemon X and Y at the time they came out. I ended up buying a used copy after Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and I I copied every move of a speedrunner for Pokemon X, and I just wanted to get through the Elite Four so that I could, where am I going? This is crazy. I just wanted to get through the Elite Four in Pokemon X so that I could get to the Friend Safari. That's not what it's called. The lab where you can transfer your Pokemon from the earlier games. I just want to get out of this cave. I might as well get this item while I'm here. Great Ball. Oh, that might be useful. I'm funny. I tend to like the Pokeballs in Gold and Silver, or conceivably the Ultra Ball, or Kurt's balls. Like the fast balls are perfect for catching Unouns and Magnemite. Although most of the specialized balls don't work all that well. I'm just going to heal up and then we'll speed back to the daycare center and pick up more eggs for our shiny hatching. You found a place where you can get a Natu. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. You go through the cave. And yeah, if you're going through the wrong part of the cave, you can get the Natu and the Xatu. What's my favorite Pokeball? In this generation, I've got to say, I'll be honest, I just like the regular Pokeballs. I will occasionally use the specialized balls. The Moon Balls are good. The Lure Ball is my favorite, I would say, in Pokemon Gold and Silver. Of course, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I just like the Quick Ball. I like it for everything. The Quick Ball and the Luxury Ball. I would say the favorite Pokeball of all time is the Luxury Ball. Most likely because in that generation, friendship is used in a lot of different ways. All right, and how are my eggs doing? So, it's making sounds. Will it be shiny? Needs more time. The other two. I think I've got an egg in the box too. All right. I didn't check whether I have something. You make balls. Let's see. I think I'll go and get a Lure Ball today. That'd be good. Oh, you like Dusk Ball. Dusk Ball is good. I can't lie. I can't lie. Dusk Ball is pretty awesome. All right, now something that a lot of people don't know or maybe don't really care. When you end up with too many of these apricorns, you can sell them. See, they'll pay you 100 Pokebucks for each one. And that can be good. At least makes room in your pack for other good things. Yes, but Albion, getting the Master Ball. That's a thing, right? That is a thing. All right, let's keep going. I need to put on a rappel. The encounter rate in Ilex Forest is too high for me at the moment. So let's see how we're doing with the rappels. May need to get more rappels at some point. Did I use them up? No, I've got some. You killed Lugia, but you're going to try to find any shiny and use your Master Ball. So if you kill Lugia, it doesn't reappear, but if you run from it, it reappears? Is that how that works? I don't remember. It has been a very long time since I played the original Pokemon Gold and Silver. Yeah, I think using the Master Ball in Mount Silver is good. So does anyone in the chat, do any of you use the cloning glitch to get multiple Master Balls? It's like, I've thought about it. I mean, I certainly know how to do it. I'm just trying to decide whether that would take some of the challenge out of the game. Tyranitar. Tyranitar and the Master Ball would definitely be a good thing. If you defeat a legendary, all you have to do is defeat the Elite Four and the legendary reappears. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Sigalith. You cloned some TMs. Yeah, you know what, Windy Storm, I have done that because really I find that as really too much of a restriction. And I'm glad that in the later generations the Pokemon Company decided to, Game Freak decided to make TMs multi-use. I think in the beginning with TMs being one use, I really do think it's because the first generation of Pokemon, that whole program was written on a very simple, very tiny CPU processor. Okay, my Farfetch'd is not shiny. No problem, we'll stick it in the box and throw it away or release it if it's not the strongest one. I'll do that off stream. Okay. Yes, that's what I did in this game. I also used the cloning glitch to get all 3 starters. You remember playing Pokemon X for the first time. You went, what's? Honestly, I don't know what that word is. When you saw the TMs could be used more than once. Oh yeah, well, pretty amazing, right? All good news. Yeah, I am not against using the clone glitch for the TMs in Gold and Silver in my own game. I just don't want to do too many glitches that take, you know, the challenge out of it. But that's one I'm totally fine with. Bye bye Farfetch'd. Albion the Pug, are you leaving? We're going to be rivals for Ultra Sun and Moon, right? Wait, are you saying I should name this episode Bye Bye Far-Fetched? That would be a great... Yes, once this reloads, I'll rename my stream. Okay. Glad you're sticking around. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. It's fine to just watch and not talk in the chat, and since there's hardly anyone in the chat, it's a good time to get attention if that's your thing. All right. There's an egg for me. Good. Let's make room for it. Bye bye far-fetched. That's gonna stick in my head now. Sigil, if you want a soft reset for a shiny Lugia on gold, heart gold, and alpha sapphire. See, that's the thing I kind of do like about the what's this thing called? It's not an action replay. It's the little device that allows you to back up your cartridge files, because then you can save your game that way and, you know, reset your game for the different things. I just don't trust soft resetting. You know, I know that computer hardware is unstable at times, and, you know, yes, soft resetting is the way to go, but I don't want to lose my save files, so I do tend to back them up with that little USB device, just in case. You can see what game gets the shiny first. Well, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. The thing is that as you bring Pokemon through from one generation to another, they would shift the stats on the Pokemon to be compatible with whatever that generation was that you're bringing it forward into. So, you know, my curiosity is, if you were to get a Lugia in each of those games, and when you caught it, if those stats were the same, heaven forbid, in each of those 3 different generations, and then you brought it forward to Sun and Moon, well, you know, I think the Pokemon Transporter program, you know, changes. I think they wouldn't all be the same by the time they arrived in Generation 7. At least that's the way I think I've observed it on plain Pokemon. Oh, too good. Yes, folks, eating food is good. That's one thing about being a gamer. You don't want to skip meals and you don't want to skip sleep, and it's so easy to do when you're, you know, really caught up in the middle of a game. So, hooray for food. And you know what? I think as myself, when I've really been playing a long time, exercising, when I take a break, even like a 5-minute, 10-minute lifting weights or something, you know, little weights in my case, it helps me think better. It does. Physical exercise, I think, actually helps you be a better gamer. Who knew? Let's see, the Heart Gold Lugia would have IVs and EVs. Yeah, the Gold Lugia would have IVs but no EVs. And the Alpha Sapphire Lugia would be a different level, but would have IVs and EVs. Well, yes. Yes, I can see that. I can see that. I think I need to put something in. Yes, I need to put one of these eggs in the box. It's a good time to collect eggs, and then I can go to another part of the game while they hatch. Oh, what am I doing? So silly. I guess I was, well, did I already, I guess the question is, did I already get rid of things I've picked up that I don't want to carry around? No, these are all good. I could put leftovers on something, but don't really feel the need to at this point. My two of my 3 starters are in my team at the moment, and they're like 25, 26, which is fine. All right. Oh, what was I thinking? Still have to put an egg away, make room. All right. Thinking about too many things at once here. Did I do that? Oh, I'm good. All right. Well, it would be quite fine if I got both a shiny Farfetch'd and my breeding Farfetch'd up to level 41, so it can have false swipe. Who do I like best, Totodile, Chikorita, or Cyndaquil? You know what? I realize that they all have their strong points, but I really have fun with Chikorita as a starter in this generation. I know Chikorita is often considered the least popular, but that's the one I like. Maybe it's least popular because it's a little more challenging and it's considered weak. But again, with the soft resets, you can check your stats, or well, your initial stats. It just doesn't tell you too much, but you can at least get an idea of whether a starter Pokemon is, if one is better than another. One of the things I tend to do when I'm looking at a level 5 Pokemon fresh out of an egg is I want to see that its HP is at least 19, and for certain types, you want it to be 20 or 21. And then I, just as a first pass, I add up all of the stats. And if it's 52 or more, then I'll keep it. Of course, the distribution is good, but if it's like 50 or 49 or 51 or something, then that is just a weak Pokemon. And you might as well know it if you're going to have a weak Pokemon. So, people that are having fun in the chat, tell me who your favorite starters are for this gen, for Pokemon Gold and Silver. Let's just see if I can pick up one more egg. Then I can head off to another part. I want to get over to the Lake of Rage area. As I said before, I got partly through Team Rocket Hideout enough to get the TM for Thief, but I do want to have my False Swiper Pokemon ready before I soft reset on those stationary electrodes that are at the end of the Team Hideout, because that would be fun to do a little shiny hunting in there. They're all pure types and fully evolved. Totodile has 2 weaknesses. Cyndaquil has 3. Chikorita has 5. Yes, I know. I know. It's true. But, I think part of the reason I like Chikorita, is that it forces me to find and make use of other strong Pokemon in the game along the way before I get to the Elite Four. And that's part of the fun for me, is sort of finding the talents of Pokemon that are not necessarily what people would most commonly put on their teams. Totodile was your first Pokemon ever. Nice. Do you remember if it was a male or a female Totodile, your first one? So, Sigilyph, the Pokemans, did you speedrun with a Totodile? You named it Happy? Well, you must have liked it if you named it Happy. No doubt about it. Alright, so yeah, here I am outside the national park, and this is a fairly good way, as I've said before, of hatching eggs. Basically, 3 trips up and down will give you 100 steps. So if I actually hatch something when I'm over in this area and I have another one about to hatch, I know that I can head back to the daycare and they will then be 2 hatched Pokemon. Wow, this, what's going on here? One of these eggs I thought was almost ready to go. Making sounds, yeah, why is it taking so long? We'll just do a little bit of riding around. Speedrunning in Gold and Silver, yes, but Heart Gold and Heart Silver seems impossible. Okay, what am I going to get? Is it going to be a shiny Farfetch'd? Come on. Come on. Come out of the egg. No. Well, you know, I've been putting BB for baby Farfetch'd. But BB could actually be for bye-bye Farfetch'd. Yeah. And it's a male, so that's the little smiley face I'll give it. I think I'll just throw that one immediately into the PC and get out one of the eggs on my way back to check for another egg. Bye-bye Farfetch'd. Oh, I just did that way too fast. Muscle memory. Does anyone here play the piano? I have a bunch of eggs. Nice. Look at this one. Alright, let's see if there should be an egg waiting for me here. Yes? Hey, Mr. Daycare Man. How are ya? Of course you're going to tell me I need room. I knew that. Just hoping something else would hatch on the way back. I'll throw that one out. Well, deposit. It's not really being thrown away. Who knows? One of them might be the shiny egg. Although, let's see. You can only play the middle C song. Well, I don't know. The question is, if you can play the middle C song on the piano, does that require muscle memory? And if you're doing it to a certain rhythm, I would say, yes, it does. The middle C song requires muscle memory. You could do it to the rhythm of Yankee Doodle, Went to London just to ride a pony. Okay, let's see here. I am going to deposit this egg also. Whoops, need to be in the right thing. I want to check the level of my Farfetch'd, which means I need to take it out of the daycare just briefly and then put it back in. Sigalith the Pokemans, you don't remember where middle C is located. Now come on. I bet you could look that up online. If I had perfect pitch, I would sing a middle C note for you, and then you could do it by ear. But I do not have perfect pitch. All right, I've got a space for the guy I want to get though. Far Out. Yes, my Farfetch'd is named Far Out. And although it says 6 more levels, I don't remember where it was. All right, let's have a look. See if I need to rearrange any of its moves. Okay, so it learned Sword Stance, which I like. Increases attack, particularly good on this one. Sand attack is good. Fairy attack I can do without. So since I am going to teach it Fly, I am happy with 5 times 15 is 75. I'm going to let that go and I'll put Fly there, and then these two will keep. So level 29, I still, to get to level 41, that's 12 more levels. As I said, for the people who have just joined the live stream, level 41 is where Farfetch'd learns False Swipe. So that is part of the reason I'm using it for shiny breeding as well. All right. And as we know, we ask them, do you like each other? Far Out says, it's friendly with shiny Ditto. I thought so. You were friendly before, just wanted to see if you're still friends. Okay. So I hope everyone's having a good Friday, a good day today. Please feel free to drop a like, and if you want to be notified of future live streams, you can follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description, or feel free to subscribe to my channel. I am a brand new live streamer, so if you do want to subscribe, that would be good for both of us. And I guess I'll go for a little ride over this way, get some of the colorful apricorns, and do some battling around the Lake of Rage. Level up my guys, get some more footsteps. So I think the pink apricorn I think it gives the level ball. I'm not sure about that. Green apricorn gives you the friendly Pokeball. And I'm pretty sure the yellow apricorn is the Moonball. I might have the pink and the yellow mixed up, but I think it's Moonball. Oh, by the way, people that want a Marill, this is the easiest place to find it. Whoops, what have I done? There we go. Get back out. When you first go in there, there's just you're on a little island, and if you just go back and forth, you will, this is the place. Although Marill is only a 1% in Mount Mortar, that seems to be the best place. Oh, you think pink is the love ball? Then red is the level ball, maybe. I think you're right about that. I think pink is the love ball. Yes, how the game designers chose the colors is a little bit interesting. I guess they had many options. Like pink could have been for the Moonball because most of the Pokemon that evolve with Moonstone are pink, but they didn't do that. All right, let's see if I can put away. I can get out another egg. What did I do? I have a bunch of eggs. Get out this one. And, whoops. Just want to get rid of some of these extra apricorns. That's one thing about the Lake of Rage is there's an awful lot of stuff you can pick up, and while I've picked up some of the things, I don't think I've picked up everything. Just making some room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so I can pick up to 5 items that if they're different from what I have. And let's see if I don't think I need to heal up. No, I'm good. All right. All right, well, have a nice sleep and hope you get some rest. Thanks for joining us, and see you later. LCDs. Am I saying that right? What's what does mean? Stantler. I don't remember what this berry tree was. Fruit-bearing tree, bitterberry. Well, that's certainly good for confusion. That's one thing. I think some Poketubers do not like Thrash on Gyarados. I think Thrash is a great move, especially if you give the Gyarados a bitterberry, so that when Thrash ends and it gets confused, it immediately cures itself. Let me put my little bicycle on. You need 2 hands more. What are you doing? Why do you need 2 hands more? Are you trying to soft reset and do something else at the same time? I don't need to fight Pidgeotto. And just go looking for items that I might not have gotten when I came up here before. I'll go this way. Just keep going to the left and going to the right and then work my way back. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, if you're trying to play along, TM43. Yes, if you're playing along, then you need more hands to also type. I'll be in the pub. My rival. My future rival. So TM43 is, what is it? I know it, but it's escaping my mind here. Wait, come back. What are you? Detect. Detect in this generation was actually pretty effective. Hey, mister, what you got? You've meditated, and you're going to give me TM10, which I think is hidden power, right? It's hidden power. So in this generation, it was tricky, because the only way to figure out what your hidden power type was through experimentation. It wasn't immediately obvious. You had to find a pure type Pokemon to be your adversary and battle it and see what what effect, whether it was super effective or not. Does anyone use an I'll be in the pub, take a bath, good job. I was going to say, does anyone watching actually use hidden power? Does anyone like it? Max Ether. Now that would be a good one to go ahead and use the cloning glitch on. Max Ether is, I find, really nice to have when battling the Elite Four. So let's see, it's almost 1 o'clock here in North America, which I guess in Europe means it's 5 or 6 or 7 in Europe. And then of course on the west coast of North America, it would be 10 o'clock in the morning. And I guess in Australia, that means 10 o'clock at night. No, sorry. Not necessarily. It would be more like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yes, that would be pretty late for people watching in Australia. All right, so at least I've collected a bunch of items. I can throw them in my PC. So this Flaffy isn't really going to raise my level very much, although I'm going to come back to the Lake of Rage when it's nightfall in my game, because there's a lot of Noctowls, and that really helps you get your stats up in a hurry. It's a nice thing. Now, I don't remember if I've spoken to these guys yet. The lake hasn't been normal. No, we know that. The Gyarados are angry, but it's not a bad omen. That's superstitious. All right, here we are, surfing. Magikarp. Nope. So I wonder if it's possible to encounter Gyarados directly, besides the red one. Nope. Not yet. I think I will, I still have the red scale from the red Gyarados, so maybe I think I will bicycle over to Mr. Pokemon's house and trade it for something good. The more cycling around, the better. Get these eggs hatched. So, for the people that are playing Gold and Silver, being Friday, are any of you hunting for a Lapras today? And if so, are you going to soft reset for a shiny Lapras? Okay, I got something hatching. Are you going to be a shiny? Far-fetched. Not quite. Cute though. We know what we're going to name you though. Baby. Baby F for far-fetched. And it's a female, so we give it long eyelashes in the name. And we'll just trade this in, get an egg out. And here we go. Let's see how many. 1, 2, no, let's see, better not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've hatched 5 far-fetched in this stream so far. I think I hatched maybe 4 before I started the stream. So when Goldeen evolves into Seaking, Seaking is a pretty strong Pokemon in this game if you have the patience to level up your Goldeen till it gets there. See, I think it's a mistake to consider a Pokemon's strength strictly in terms of its stats, particularly in these early games where the Pokemon that you battle really makes a very strong difference when it comes to you know, how strong your Pokemon is. It's not just the stats, it's the combination of the moves that you choose to use once you've leveled it up to you know, say level 50. So that's more true of these early generations of Pokemon. So let's head over back to the earlier part of the game. Go find Mr. Pokemon. Actually, I don't remember. There's something up here. I just don't know if I've gotten it already. Let's see. Yes. Bitterberry. Sure. Just just for fun, we'll surf in some of these earlier ponds. I think most of these have polywags and polywhirls, and Poliwag does not hold anything, but Poliwhirl has a 5% chance of holding a King's Rock, which is nice, because that's what you need to evolve and get a Politoed. So let's see if a little bit of messing around if we can get a Poliwhirl. We'll check out some of the other ponds on the way back. Nope, still Poliwag. Alright, ride our bike. Lots of extra bike riding. And of course, no! So, sometimes there are swarms of shuckles in the dark cave, which I found quite by accident in my Pokemon Silver game on my other 3DS. So yeah, if you want a shuckle early in the game, check out Dark Cave a lot. Alright, that was silly. I could have just cut through. Let me do that, just for fun. I'm gonna go back here and use the cut to get over to Mr. Pokemon's house. I do find it useful to collect berries. I found that when I first played this game, I almost never bought items because the berries were just fine. So, Mr. Pokemon. Yes, I've got the red scale. So, what do you trade me for it? Oh, yeah, I'll take experience share. Thank you. Just what I always wanted. So, is there anything I really want to level up? Not at the moment, but when I finally get an egg that has experience share, false swipe, which is going to be later, then I will want to level that up quickly. So that one's making sounds. That one, those two need more time. All right, fine. So the next thing I want to do, just for fun, is ride all the way back to New Bark Town and go visit my room and see. I want to show off the ornaments that I've gotten through Mystery Gift, and I think my mom bought me a doll for my room. Who doesn't like a doll for their room in Pokemon? Well, if you get them for free, that is. So up here, this is another fun part, another area that's fun to do earlier in the game, because you may want to start with a Jigglypuff or a Geodude right after you get your starter. And that's how to do it. Go up there. Okay, Farfetch'd. Hi! You're not shiny. Quite alright. I forgive you. We're naming you BB for baby. Baby F. Alright, I'll keep going. Yeah, although you can heal up your Pokemon at Professor Elm's lab, there's no computer to store the extras in. That's the only thing. it's something you kind of need to plan ahead for before you go through the Tojo Falls over to Kanto, because you can quickly get back to New Barktown, but there's no computer, so you gotta sort of think ahead if you want to have Fly in your party. Okay, keep going. Wow, so many little Pokemon. Sentret, don't you realize level 3 you'll get annihilated. All right, here we go. Hi, Mom. Welcome home. Room is tidy, and what about my money? Okay, so Mom has saved 11,792 at this point in my game. Not bad. So, just want to show off my dolls. Out I have a Voltorb doll, and I have a Magikarp doll, and I've got more stuff in the computer. So you go down to decoration, ornament. So I have a Charmander doll, a Magikarp, a Shelder, a Voltorb, Machop. Oh, the Machop doll is hilarious. I'm going to put out Machop, and too funny. It's an adorable Machop doll and Magikarp. Oh, I want to see what the Charmander doll looks like. I think Charmander doll Mom bought me with my money. Yay. Charmander doll, put on the right side. These others I got through the daily, or when I managed to do the mystery gift using the infrared ports on the 3DS. Actually works from the virtual console. Okay, cool. So I've got Charmander. I've got Machop. I don't know why I think they're so funny. So then this poster is a town map. Yeah, good to know. I think you can get other posters. Let me see what I've got for posters, if any. Oh, I have a Clefairy poster. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, look, pink. I have a pink poster. It's a poster of okay. It doesn't let you see it in detail, but that's kind of cute. It's a different look from the way the room looked before. So yes, fun things to do with the game. So need to ride around. I think I'll just ride over a little bit. I don't remember if I can catch Poliwhirls in this area, but that would be fun because I'd like to use Thief and get a King's Rock. Wonder if I'm strong enough to fight this guy. Kanto. So Tojo Falls is actually considered that, huh? I thought he was going to fight me. Tojo Falls. So the link between Kanto and Johto. So look, if you look at Johto, the way that's spelled, and then Tojo, it's like they've switched around the syllables because it's backwards and forwards depending which way, whether you're coming from Johto or going to Johto. I think it's a little fun thing that they do in these games to play around with words and spelling, like econs. Econs is snake backwards. Alright, what have we got? Tentacool. I don't want to fight Tentacool. Tentacool is not that easy to get away from. I think Tentacool and Tentacruel are quite fast in this game. I think Tentacruel has high special defense. So they are actually good to battle, although they're repetitive. They can really give you a nice stat boost. So let's ride for a while, get these eggs to hatch, and head back to Goldenrod. See if I've got more eggs. I should have more eggs by then. I kind of don't really want to waste a repel. Although I should definitely go to the department store in Goldenrod and load up on repels and some more Pokeballs. And I'd like to use Soda Pop and Lemonade for healing up my Pokemon when I am away from a Poke Center, because they're cheap and they do the job. I guess Lemonade heals 80 HP, which is pretty good when Pokemon are at this level. I think I will keep streaming another 15 minutes to half an hour. We've been going for about 2 3/4 hours right now, and I think one of the things we've accomplished is we've gotten, by breeding Farfetch'd in the daycare, its level is being raised. It's getting closer to level 41, and that would be wonderful if we can actually get it there today. We got to do a little soft resetting for Lapras, although I ended up catching it, since I can do soft resets next week, on next Friday. Abra. I was just thinking about Abra. So if you're fast and you're more than twice Abra's level, you can pretty easily catch him with just a Pokeball. Throw it out. Let's go get some eggs. I might go to the game corner a little bit, just for fun. I'm still trying to understand the details of the card flip game. Gotta empty out my thing here. I mean, it's possible to play the games without really understanding them all the way, but I would like to know more. Okay, make room, make room. So this is my Farfetch'd. It was level 29 when I last checked it. Here's an egg for me. Yes, I want the egg, Mr. Pokemon. Mr. Daycare Man. Alright, let's ask this nice daycare lady about my Farfetch'd. Do you want to see far out? Yes, grown a lot. Levels grown by 1. So 29 and 1 is 30. I have 11 more levels to go to get it up to where it learns False Swipe. First things first. Let's see if there's repels here. Sorry, they're at the other counter. I believe they're here. Buy repels. 5 repels, that should be fine. Wondering if I should get TMs. I'm kind of curious. I do want to see. Whoops. That's being very silly. Wait, is this where the TM guy is? So 41, 48, 33, and 2, and 8. So I think one of these is headbutt. It's not strength. Strength is a TM. And then I think these are, that would be Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Headbutt, Lower Defense. I think, is this Endora maybe? No, no, no. I don't remember. Let's see what I've got in my bag. All right. Detect. I just picked that up. Hidden power. Okay. Oh, Rock Smash. Yeah. So, right. You can buy Rock Smash, which you need to have. So 2 and 8, and then the 3 punches, which I haven't bought any of them, but I will at some point. Take the elevator down and go play at the game corner. That'd be a fun thing to do. Welcome new people to my live stream. Today I am doing several things. I did catch my Friday Lapras. It wasn't shiny, but that's okay for this Friday. And I did I've been breeding a shiny Ditto with a Farfetch'd for 2 reasons. One is I'd like to get a Farfetch'd up to level 41 so it can learn False Swipe. The daycare is a good way to do that. And I would like to have a shiny Farfetch'd. That would be fun as well. Being able to do shiny hunting with a shiny Farfetch'd would just be really cool. But in these old generation 2 games, very unlikely, very, very high odds against getting shinies that also are cool. But part of my goal is to do some breeding for egg moves, but I need to get get them first. Okay, so she prefers card flip. Payout is much lower. I'm going to play this game, but I'll confess, I don't really understand it. So play with 3 coins. I'm going to go buy some more coins first. Okay, once you start the game, well, all right, no, it's slow, but it will actually let you leave the game. Go ahead and get some more coins. Welcome to the game corner. Do you need coins? 1,000 Pokebucks for 50 coins. I'll do that. I'll do that, and yeah, why not? Let's get a whole bunch of coins. It seems to me that with 200 coins you can buy an Abra, but I already caught one. But I'm curious what the other prizes are. Exchange your coins for prizes. So TM 25, 14, and 38. So I could look that up. I don't really need TMs at the moment. Welcome game coins for fabulous prizes. So you can get an Abra, which I already caught. You can get an Ekans, which I also caught. I wonder if this is if the game corner ones are. I wonder if they have like a special move or better stats or something. And then of course Dratini. I would have to win a lot. I think I'd rather catch a Dratini as well if I can. All right, play with 3 coins. So the first thing it does is it takes your coins and this flashes and you randomly push one real fast. And then you get to select one of these think ultimately you want to match them. I've got to say, I don't really get it, so I'm just going to pick anything. So I've selected that, let's place your bet, and then it turns it over and it's like, no, that would be over in the green category, the oddish category, and it would be the number, level 5 would be down to the 5. So when you say play again, you'll see that top square is filled in, so this gives you another chance. And honestly, I just don't quite know how this is all supposed to work, but I do know that if you play repeatedly, so again, this is saying that would have been a level 2, but I didn't get it, so play again. If anybody who's watching knows how to play this, the details of this card flip game, other than pure luck, tell me you've played it in the chat. So I'm just going to keep playing until I either run out of money or fill up all these white things. Place your bet. I'm going to try it here. I know if you get even one card matched, you do get a nice payout. I think 15 coins, or sometimes it's more depending on position. But as I say, I don't really know quite how the game works. So place my bet. I'll try that one. Okay. Wait. Oh, it's a level 2, and I'm in the right column, but I'm not the right level. Play again. So go like that. Place my bet. I'm going to place it here. I don't know if there's a strategy that can be employed, or if it's just play again. I wonder if you win anything at all. Okay, darn. Play again. I think there's a sort of a process of elimination. But I must say, I still don't get it. Okay, level 3 Pikachu. What's it going to be? Let's do another level 5. Level 2. I have won this before, I just didn't understand how I won it. I'm going to say level 6, why not? Okay, I guess I get one more turn after this. Level 2. Oh, I was in the right column. All right, this is my last turn, I suppose. Okay, I'll try that one. Oh, wow, it's really possible to lose that many times in a row. So I'm gonna not do this, and last but not least, no, I'm going to try the slots a couple of times. And then we're getting close to the end of our live stream today. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been real. Okay, how many coins? Let's go ahead and do 3 coins and deep, deep, deep. Not quite. Play again, 3 more coins. One more time, 2 coins. All right, I got one, yay! All right, so out we go. Alright, well, I'm going to heal up my Pokemon. I guess I should have a quick look and see if there's an egg waiting for me. I didn't really ride around much, but it's worthwhile to check that out. Welcome to my live stream. I have been shiny hunting for shiny breeding a Farfetch'd, but mostly just trying to level up my Farfetch'd. Okay, want to get it up to level 41. So I've been live streaming for almost 3 hours, and thank you for joining. I am joining the live stream. This live stream will be uploaded to my channel if you are curious to go back and watch the early part of it. We did do some fun things. We hatched a number of things. We did some soft resetting for shiny Lapras, which we did not get. And I will live stream again either later tonight or Saturday morning. It's Friday here in the United States. So hope you all have a fun weekend, and thanks for joining the stream. Feel free to drop a like if you want to be notified of my next live stream. I announce it on Twitter, so if you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my Twitter, TheGameNGrannie, and you could also subscribe if you would like to get a YouTube notification of my next live stream. So thanks for watching, and bye for now. Ciao.